Hi guys, my name is Nonima Tikela. Welcome to my online space, be it it's YouTube, be it it's Facebook, be it it's TikTok. You are welcome. Thank you so much for following me or supporting me. If you are not yet subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So we are still busy with the Madlanga Commission, and I'm sure most of us are very much curious as in what's going to happen with everything that is happening right now in SA, or with the revelations that are coming out of that commission. Okay, so you would remember that the last video we spoke up until lunchtime, and then now we're gonna start from the after the lunchtime and then finish off the evidence of Tuesday. Ne? You remember before the break, Commissioner Baloyi had asked Masemula why he was raising all these various matters or complaints regarding Shadrack Sibiya's issues when he returned to the police, instead of dealing them at the time when Sibiya, okay, before he returned, let me put it that way. And then Masemula responded and said he believed that Sibiya wanted to take full control of all the dockets that the police were investigating. And when he said this, I couldn't help but understand where Mkhwanazi is coming from when he says that if you're a police officer, you can't be friends with a criminal. I'm not saying that's what he said about Sibiya, but that's what he said. So that nje says a lot, because now why does he have, especially these high profile cases and these criminal activities that are allegedly done by these high profile people? And then Masemula said the objective was to take control of, not leave any room for any docket to lie outside of the control of General Sibiya. Later, and then he said later you will see when the dockets of the PKTT were required, the objective there was the same. If you have the control of the whole terrain of dockets, then it means there is nothing that will fall outside of you, outside that you won't know about, and you will be able to manage whatever or whenever you want. The reason is basically to show there is interest to have control right from the beginning of all the case dockets. And it was special case dockets. It was not just dockets. It was these ones that were very important. And then Ubaloyi asked Masemula whether it was normal for a minister to have an interest in where specific dockets and investigations were housed. His response was no. Surely as a minister you'll suppose not to, but I suppose in this case you could see that Mkhunu did have interest. Ordinarily, a minister is not supposed to know where specific docket is being investigated. That's what he said. And then Ati Mkhunu supported the issues raised by Shadrack Sibiya on the basis that this would allow for consolidation and control of dockets, and he said no to that situation or that request. That's what Masemula advised. And then, according to Masemula, Mkhunu said there was no basis for crime intelligence officers to investigate dockets. He said he differed with this and argued that crime intelligence members are members of the police and had the right to perform any police function unless they did not have the training to do so. Mkhunu had so much going on in his head, yes, and these things are revealing a lot about him. And then Masemula said Mkhunu invited him to a meeting that was aimed at dealing with the tensions between him, which is Masemula, and Sibiya in January 2025. This, he said, was an example of political interference and showed how the minister was willing to devote time to mediate the issues between Masemula and Sibiya and Mkhwanazi. He admitted that he had told Mkhunu that there was a problem between Masemula and Sibiya, and made certain proposal about how this could be resolved, and Elubaloyi put to Masemula that it is possible that Mchonu's effort of mediation was a good faith attempt. It was in good faith to resolve issues or tensions between his executives. Yeah, right. Even me, I did not even believe that he had his own interest. And then Masemula stressed that if Mchunu was able to hold a mediation, he could also have held a meeting about the PKTT and its disbandment, which he was like, I'm done talking about, okay? If you guys remember that. And then Masemula said he appointed a police official to investigate allegations of misconduct against Sibiya. This alleged misconduct included his decision to ask that the PKTT docket be sent to the police offices in Pretoria, thereby obstructing investigations and defeating the ends of justice. Sibiya also stood accused of disobeying Masemula's orders about how the PKTT would be phased out. Masemula added that Sibiya's alleged association with the Vusumuzi Cat Matala was also investigated. So you see, Uguti, Usibiya was very problematic. And then the investigation found that Sibiya's actions in relations to the dockets resulted in the hindrance of investigations into political killings in KZN, and they were not in compliance with Masemula's directive about how the PKTT should be phased out, while the allegations of association with individuals under investigations, this remains unsubstantiated and require further criminal investigation, the report concluded. Sibiya was suspended and is currently facing a disciplinary inquiry. Usibiya. And then Masemula confirmed that he was the complainant in the initial police investigation into Sibiya, which resulted in his suspension and the disciplinary charges he is now facing. And then Commissioner Baloyi said Masemula's account of Sibiya's paints him as someone who operated outside the lines and reported to the minister rather than his actual boss, which is Masemula. He says he should think this would be a serious issue in any work environment and should be dealt with. Baloyi added that it does not seem that Masemula did not take these alleged infractions seriously. So it seems that he did not take these alleged infractions seriously. Masemula responded that it did appear to amount to insubordination. Then why didn't he act? Why didn't he do anything about it? Because right now it looks very dodgy and it looks like something that is going to put him in a frying pan. But I don't know, man. We are going to still check and see what's going to happen with this when this commission is done and their recommendations. What are they going to say? But one thing for sure, Usibiya yena nomchuno, something is really wrong there. Something is very, very wrong there. And I don't think it's something that needs to be let go. It's something that needs to be thoroughly investigated and also be dealt with once and for all. Okay? Anyway, that's what happened. I'm coming back with another video where I'll finish off everything and then we continue with today. If the commission is back today with the next witness, I think. Anyway, thank you so much. I'll see you on our next video. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.